Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. October 23rd, got a Thursday. Awesome price action yesterday. And today we were met with a bit of chop. Back to the regular scheduled programming for SPY. Here's Eric's chart. He's SPY day trading on YouTube in the description. This is a 30-minute. Yeah, nice price action yesterday. I'm a day behind on the videos, so if you haven't noticed, I'm releasing the video basically with yesterday's price action. So this is today's, but you won't see it till tomorrow. I'm just behind a day this week. Anyways, just kind of a grind up. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go over the 1 minute too. Yeah, we opened here at 5-day and just melted up. A lot tighter range. The 30-minute doesn't look a whole lot different than yesterday, but half the range. And then the price action in there just wasn't nearly as nice. See how big these candles are. But yeah, broke out of this green, kind of completing this inverse head and shoulders. Also this cup, and looks like it's starting to make a handle here with a potential bounce on that green. Didn't complete this larger cup yet. For Friday, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Fridays are usually pretty bad for trading, pretty choppy. Retail's trying to make back for losses on the week, and market knows that, traps, and just doesn't go anywhere usually. But we've had some good Fridays in the last 20 trading days. I'd say we've had more good ones than usual. This is a big account. I did take some trades on a small account though. Let me show you those. So the small account has my SEV shares, so it's a little confusing now, which I did sell some today. I'm red on SPY just a little bit today. Let's see, $9. So it had like $63 I think on the small account, and so now it's like 50 something. I'm just gonna kind of keep it mental note until I figure out what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so there are my trades. Small red day, kind of a tricky one. I mean, yeah, there were some trades. Here's Emperor's chart. I'm excited to have be able to do credit spreads. That's really just where my mind works better. Just selling premium and letting it sit, and trying to be more high intense and catching quick action. He had some nice looking trades in here. Yeah, very grindy this morning. I didn't take anything in there. Didn't complete the inverse cup, so that was his indication to go long. Yeah, a little risky, I guess. I don't know. For me, I'm not confident with that. It's just breaking green, so feel support. Yeah, this support. Room precision break. Inverse head and shoulder forming off a 5-day. Yeah, 5 days there also. That's true. I don't know why, Emperor, why don't you put the 5-day on your chart? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so it came below 5 days, so I'm not sure. I mean, I guess you see a little shoulder there and a head, which is what he's talking about. But he is definitely trying to catch the head. When he opened this, or supposedly, I mean, this blue line wasn't here, so it looks very clear in this blue lines here, but it was just teal basically trending down after it broke magenta, so everything looked bearish. But yeah, maybe he has another chart that he's trading off of, and then he updates this once he's entered or something. I'm not sure. But I didn't get any there. I saw the wedge. I think I did get one trade in there that was a stop out. Let's see. No, I didn't take. Well, on the big account, I probably did. Yeah. So I was basically just doing. I sized down one contract, and then pretty quick to do just break even stop on it. I didn't care to. Yeah, because if we weren't gonna have much continuation, I was trying to just scalp little profits today, I guess. So it actually saved me from being a bigger red day. But unfortunately, most of my red just came in my first trade. This account 12-12, 12-16 calls. Is it, no, 10-12, yeah. Yeah, so right here. My thinking was, yeah, I broke magenta. thinking? Oh, maybe 5-day? Yeah, maybe a retest on 5-day. I actually don't even remember. I mean, maybe these lines got moved a little bit, but I'm not sure why I was getting calls there. I mean, it's the same idea that he's getting calls there, I guess. Trying to catch an inverse head. Why here, why not there? I don't know. I guess 5-day. There broke the green precision. Yeah, well, I actually don't remember. I'm like a little sick. I've got like the stomach bug. Some kind of stomach bug going around, so I'm not as focused as, if you can tell, as I wish I was. So that's another good reason to size down. But yeah, I guess I don't know why I entered that, honestly. Oh, magenta support. Yeah, this magenta support was in there. That's what it was. So bouncing off the magenta support. Yeah, why I'm trying to call a reversal, I guess. Not necessarily reversal. We're in an uptrend. The inverse cup hadn't completed. I guess 5-day also was partially weighing in there. Yeah, 5-day was weighing in on that. I'm kind of surprised I waited, or I didn't wait until it broke teal though. That's shockingly aggressive. Yeah, and then so my stops are really tight today, which is nice because it's such a small, tight range, choppy day. 10:20 to 10:20, so that was on the same minute. Puts. Okay, yeah, so then it broke magenta and 5-day, and so that's why I'm thinking bearish now. And oh, okay, this was a breakout trade. So when it's selling in an algo and then enters into a more aggressive one, that is a potential for an opening, an entry, and that's what this was. But I guess his line's just not on perfectly, or just, yeah, it's not perfect. So that's basically why I entered right here, because it was breaking this blue line wasn't here, this red line wasn't here. It was breaking this into a more aggressive selling this green. So it had been in the green, and I thought the green was breaking it out of the teal, which is why I entered there, and I quickly got out. And of course, I got the inflection point perfect. I just had the wrong direction. So this is why I don't like trading the breakouts. I much prefer to just trade in the wedge, but that can be a troublesome at times. Or at least taking the retest. And that's what I thought I was doing here, because it broke out of this, and then I thought I was retesting on the green, and then it ranged up, and that's why I closed it all in that same candle. So I guess that trade does make logical sense. Next one was a break-even stop, 29 to 34 on puts. Review a couple of these, and we'll go to a small account. Yeah, so it's a rejection on pink here. Pretty much, yeah. Simple as that. So it did go up a little bit, as you can tell. Yeah, I got on this candle. I mean, it went a little bit green, but there's no reason to take profit here. This orange line wasn't here. I was looking for magenta potentially, or I think blue is there at that point, or low of day to take profit. So this one just ended up stopping out for break even, which is fine. No reason to try and hold it and fight the market. I knew I was kind of in the middle of, well, at that point, it's not necessarily the middle of the wedge. I was at the top of the wedge. This yellow line wasn't here at all. So it was just this. So the wedge that I was seeing was magenta and pink. Potentially blue was there. So that was the point of that trade. And then we started chopping and ranging, and no, it didn't actually expire, did it? Oh, all right, whatever. Well, I don't think I took any more trades in here. Definitely didn't catch that long. So zone of mutual interest, teal support, green precision, teal support. Yeah, I guess. Green precision break, inverse head and shoulder forming off a 5-day. I don't know about that. You got it there, and it was below 5-day. Anyways, I feel like half these trades are kind of intuition, and it tries to explain them. and it's just from experience and intuition, and it's like you can't really explain it necessarily. Essential teal break, pink support. Oh, this pink support. Yeah, so this one, what I noticed, like even here, which is good, and I forget this, I need to ingrain this better, but just recognizing who's controlling the buying and selling. So this is in a downtrend, down teal, and then in this area, magenta starts controlling the buying, which is bearish. So that gives him his inclination to looking for an entry to go short. And then teal being his resistance, that's pretty much why he took that one, I'm assuming. And so in this case, right here, the reason to go long, I mean, it's a little tricky because it bounced on blue once, but it's pretty clear at this point. I think he had this yellow. This yellow are bulls building liquidity, or bulls controlling the selling to go long. Doesn't mean they will be successful, but that's what this indicates. So the fact that you see it testing here 4 times shows that they're controlling the selling. But when it's in a wedge, it can be controlled by both parties at the same time, or it's hard to tell, rather, until it actually breaks out. But I think that was why he went long here. Inverse head and shoulder, pink break, or pink support, teal break. So it was definitely choppy and sketchy range, and I don't know if I would. I mean, I didn't trade this, and I would probably have waited for yellow to break out, and I think I probably did, and then I got trapped. Yeah, I think I maybe took this trade, like trying to get a retrace. So anyways, yeah, he's looking for this break and a cup to close. And shoulders to position to building liquidity. Yeah, so there again, he's using magenta building liquidity. This is just emperor analysis at this point. I mean, this is how I'm trying to learn, and this is, yeah, so. Yeah, I guess this teal, it's such a tight, choppy, sketchy range, though. I'm not even like fast enough on my brokerage to be trying to. I mean, I can, but I would have to have hotkeys and stuff set up, I feel like, to be like very successful with these kind of trades. The smaller range. So it did break out to the upside. So potentially I'd get a position here. I like the low hanging fruit ones. So it did complete the cup. Little handle. I actually did get a trade on this right here. This little spot right here, I got calls. The reason was the cup completed and this was the handle. It could have been deeper, but given that this was the gold that was building liquidity and it was retesting it, that's where I went long. And was that on the little account, or that must have been on the big account? Yeah, because that one didn't start till then. At 12, it closed down. But yeah, I got calls here. Very small trade. I think I took, it was just one contract. I think I took profit probably on this candle, so it ended up being pretty small. I guess I could have just held that, but not really. This is just a grind. Like futures, credit spread, that's why I didn't like that stuff. For days like this, which I feel like are a majority of the days are more similar to price action like this. Cup and handle, ink support, orange precision. What cup and handle? I guess this one. Inks. Oh, so it broke pink and is a break and retest. Broke pink, ink support, orange. I mean precision. Yeah. I mean the orange precision wasn't there at the time, of course, because it didn't start moving. Having this. So this is such a tight range, right? Because he's buying it here. This should be his first take profit on this orange right here. But yeah, this is kind of a crazy trade to me. Residual pink break, orange precision. Yeah, this one makes sense to me. That's nice he caught that. I think I was actually sleeping. I took a nap today because I just, like I said, I wasn't feeling good. I saw this volatile candle and I was like trying to figure out what was going on, and it just looked like a grind, so I quit paying attention. I don't know if I would have gotten it there. I maybe would have gotten it here, but oh yeah, I was trying to get it here, but it just ran away. I was looking for a retest, it never did. So it was one of those ones where you just have to, you just miss out if you're looking for a retest sometimes. In a day lotto, yeah, I don't like that either. So really the trades today were not ideal. I mean, yeah, not great setups. My trades on the small account that made me slightly red. And a lot of break evens on here too. 141 I was in calls. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, I took one up here. So same principles down here. Taking a break on a selling channel and then selling into a steeper channel. Same. And then up here it was this blue channel buying and then buying into a more aggressive channel, so breaking out of it. So it's kind of a chase trade. So it broke out of it and you have some increased volume. So I actually got it on the retest here. I think on this candle was at 140, 141. So it's at the beginning of this candle. It's based on the retest. I got one call, and wow, I held that for a long time. I mean, it was like a little bit green. I mean, it's a very small, like 20-cent contract. So I think it went up. It actually was up like 30% at one point, but I was looking for more of a move to. Oh, where's the 30-minute? I was looking for a move to the top of, at that point, I think it was the top of green. Yeah, so I was looking for a move up here. At that point, it was just right here. So I was going to close it when I got to the top of that, which would have been larger. It's just grinding around, chopping up here. I'm like, this is fine. Since it flipped the blue into support, I thought that was bullish. I don't know. I guess I was wrong, because then it just came up and then came down. And I think this is where it stopped me out. I thought I did a break-even stop on it. Or no, I was waiting for it to actually break this line. So that's why I was a little red on it, 2 cents. Fortunate one. Yeah, I stopped out there. And then, since it was breaking back into blue and had a head and shoulders, I went short. Yes, it is true. Because if it breaks back into that channel, and from what I've seen in the past, that is an entry. But this was just chopping, grinding, and I guess wasn't the time. I'm not sure. Maybe this blue should have been up here. Not sure. But yeah, I went back short right there. This was a bigger loss. 203, 221. Yeah, that's too bad. This is where most of my loss was from today. I got on this green candle, and then it just grinded around. I did have one little. This was so quick though. This was red the whole time, and then it went up like 5%. And literally then it was just like break even. I was like, oh, I guess I could close it, but at that point, I mean, I was like, this seems like this trade might work. I guess that's what I was thinking. Then it grinded up, and then once it broke here, this is when I closed it. So yeah, that was, percentage wise, that was probably like 30%. So on a bigger position, that's not going to be okay. 22 cents to 15 cents on that one. And then next one was break even, 223 to 235. That was false. Back into calls. That's interesting. I don't remember doing that. I guess because it broke, we got inverse head and shoulders and it broke back up into the blue. Oh, 235. Wow, I held that a long time also. Broke back down, I closed it. Yeah, that was a bit, I guess, a bit forced. I don't know. Like when it was happening, it's like, okay, just had a little stop hunt and then get back above, but I guess the structure is too thin. And yeah, that was it. So red day recap, small red day. Yeah, I guess I have more buying power now because I'm selling those other shares. I'm not sure if, probably gonna kind of not use it because I'd like this account to stay above the 2,000 mark for when the PD2 rule changes, because then I will change to margin and do spreads. See you guys tomorrow. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Peace out.